Good evening, everybody. My name is Bobby, and I'm a good friend of Ryan's. We met some years ago through Chris Barkus, who is a garage door guy, and I happened to stumble across a Sears one day at the cashier checkout, and I said, I need your business card, because we exchanged referrals, and it was through him that I met his nephew, Ryan. So if I'd have never been at the right place at the right time at that Sears, meeting Chris, I would have never met my best friend, Ryan. So, me and Ryan have been through a lot together. We've gone to bars, we've gone to parties, Texans games. But the simplest times at his apartment were some of the best times we shared where we talked. Ryan's kind of like, he's a good person to talk to. He understands you. He's kind of like the way I understand is where he's kind of like that car scanner that you plug in when your check engine light comes on. He kind of plugs it in and he knows exactly what's going wrong with you. Our favorite thing to do at his apartment was watch this one show called Selling Yachts. It was about rich people buying yachts. And we ate treats from Dairy Queen when we watched it. Y'all heard of Netflix and chill? This was blizzards and boats. Ryan was devastated when we found out that everybody was actors and the show was fake. But we had a tough time finding something else to watch, but we did and we managed and we still had good times at the apartment. Ryan's worked with me. I'm a handyman, so on the weekends he would help me every now and then when I needed the help. And then that qualified him to build the house in Sheridan, Texas. My wife and I, we bought a property, and I summoned him to come and help me build that house. I texted him one day, I said we bought a property, and we're building a house, me and you, now. And he was down for it. He basically just said, text me the address. In 4 months we got it done. It was a good 4 months of working on the weekends. Remarks from Ryan such as, it's so hot. The house is shaking. Is the house supposed to shake? We were working on the rafters and I told him it's all good. Once we get the sheeting done, it won't move so much. It was in Sheridan where we stumbled across a local bar called Rocky's Bar, or Frank's Bar at the time, and we met a fellow by the name of Robert Durski. Robert Durski is a local cowboy that would ride his horse to the bar because apparently you can't get a DUI riding a horse. Who knew? So he would ride his horse to the bar, and he actually made the owner put in a hitching post for his horses when he would ride there. It was the same bar where one night me and Ryan were there, and Ryan comes running out of the restroom and says, Bobby, there's water spurting out of the wall. I said, no problem, Ryan. Let me run out to the truck. I put a cap on it, turned the water back on. Everybody was happy, and we got our bar tab comped that night. One time we were at the property, and Ryan says, I got to go tonight. I can't stay the night. I said, why? He said, I got a first date. I met somebody online. I said, okay, but so he took that first date and he said everything went well, and it wasn't until probably a couple of days later when I knew things were really serious because I asked him, hey, how did the second date go? And he didn't respond until 2 days later and said, sorry, I didn't text you back. We were already on our third date. So I knew he had gained a good life partner with April, and I'm happy for them. I want you to take care of Ryan. I know you make him happy and he'll make you happy.
He calls nobody back now.
One of my trademarks when I get drunk or I start drinking is that I recite the speech from the final court scene in A Few Good Men. So tonight, for April, I have come up with a speech in the spirit of Jack Nicholson from A Few Good Men that I can teach you. April, you want answers?
I think she's entitled to it.
You want answers.
She wants the truth.
April, we live in a world with bromances, and those bromances have to go away with marriage. Who's going to do it? You, April? You have a greater responsibility than you could possibly fathom. You have to ignore Ryan and put up with his crap. You have the luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know about Ryan. And this marriage, while weakening and incomprehensible to our bromance, probably saved Ryan's life. You don't want the truth because deep down in places I don't talk about at parties. I want you by his side. I need you by his side. darling. Y'all use these words as the backbone of a life spent loving someone. We use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a woman who rises and sleeps with the very man I used to spoon with and questions the manner in which I provided. I would rather you just kept it a secret and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a blizzard and set up a TV. Either way, I'm happy for you two tonight.